At Malenko. What's up with that, Scott?
I don't know. He trained by the legendary Dean Malenko. I made this analogy before, Todd. Dean Malenko's the man of how many holds?
1,000, I believe.
And so even if he taught Chad half of that, that's 500 holds. That's a hell of a lot of holds.
Well, he's going to need every single one of them because this is a huge rematch from just last week. As we see his opponent, Puma, come into the ring. As you fans may remember, these guys took it to the limit. They went the full 15-minute time limit expired without a victor. And for the first time that I can remember, Scott, the referee actually granted the 5-minute overtime.
Well, I don't think the referee has any place to make that call, but...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with TV time remaining. Introducing first.
There ain't gonna be a time limit in this match. The time limit is what caused this weenie last time to slip over on me. I don't care if these people have to wait till midnight. I don't care if it's TV. There's gonna be a winner in this match, and that winner's gonna be Chad Malenko.
Well, that remains to be seen, Scott.
Introducing first in the red corner, from Liberty, Indiana, weighing 218 pounds, Chad Malenko. His opponent in the blue corner, from the Andes Mountains in South America, weighing in at 168 pounds, Puma.
Where's this Puma from?
The Andes Mountains.
Did they get this show up there? You think his parents are watching?
Not sure, But let's get into this thing. You mentioned earlier there, Scott, that Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds, but I'm pretty sure one of them isn't calling his opponent a weenie.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's move number 501.
Well documented at this point that these two went to the time limit draw, went to extra 5 minutes, and oddly enough, it was actually Malenko that demanded the overtime. At the end of regulation, he had the cloverleaf strapped on there, almost put him away, but it turned out to bite him in the backside later on because Puma actually got the pinfall victory as a result of a roll-up there, Scott.
Well, that's probably unheard of. I've never, in all the 20 years I've been watching wrestling, I've never seen a referee start a match over and give him 5 more minutes. I'm kind of actually glad it came back to bite Chad Malenko in the you-know-what.
And Malenko now, again, keeping up with what he did last week, he's making more demands, saying there is not going to be any time limit in this thing. There's going to be a winner. He wants to prove himself against Puma in this big-time rematch. And I just got word, folks, that we are going to stay with this thing. There is not a time limit. We're going to stay with this thing until there is a clear-cut winner. Oh, again, well documented that Chad Malenko has an incredible history in amateur wrestling. Multiple-time NCAA champion, has got a lot of accolades, and he's been trying to prove some of that early on. But here we see the head scissors by Puma. He can hang with people on the mat as well as high fly as well.
And both these guys are incredibly fast. I mean, I can't believe you got your opponent to move, and before you know it, he's got you to move. These guys are so quick. Beautiful escape from the head scissors there.
Nice bridge, now it comes around. Gets a nice leg lock there, does Malenko. And Puma, ring-wise there, gets to the ropes. Referee Rick Knox, who's been busy tonight, breaks the hold. Now again, this, much like our opening contest, is a rematch. We saw Yano and Pierce early on. That had a wild ending that nobody could see coming. But who's going to get the win in this big-time rematch? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's going to be a little more technical than the Adam Pierce-Yano match. Well,
that's not saying much.
Exactly. I don't know. I have to give it to Malenko here. I mean, he's trained by Dean Malenko. He's definitely got a slight size advantage. I'm giving it to Malenko. What about you?
Well, I don't know. Puma got the one up on him last week, got the big win. Can he catch lightning in a bottle 2 times in a row, 2 weeks in a row here as part of Fighting Spirit? Remains to be seen, but I do know this much, Scott Corvair. I do know that Malenko extremely hungry. He was really shocked by that loss last week, looking to avenge it on this week's program.
Well, I think Malenko might have underestimated Puma last week. He's definitely not going to underestimate him this week. He's going to pull out all the stops. He's going to do whatever he has to do to win. You don't want to be in New Japan with too many losses on your little loss column there, even though that didn't make sense, Todd.
Well, it made perfect sense. Winning is the name of the game here. It's all about competition. You got to move your way up the ranks. It's all about what takes place in the ring. We're not talking about what happens backstage. This isn't a soap opera. This is professional wrestling.
Fancy footwork there. Look at that.
Beautiful takedown by Puma. Incredible. How fast was that? You blink, you're going to miss something in this contest. And look at, you can see the pain and anguish in the face of...
The only three-way Mitsubishi, formerly Duarte Mitsubishi, is kicking off the summer with an incredible...
Singles action, Chad Malenko, Puma, and Scott, as much as Malenko would love to avenge his overtime loss from last week, Puma would love to get another victory over Malenko here tonight.
Well, it's going to be tough, though. Chad Malenko continues to dominate. He's got in a modified camel clutch.
10 minutes have passed. 10 minutes.
Now, fans, you may have heard in the background there, ring announcer John Ian saying that 10 minutes has passed, but basically that's irrelevant. We're in this thing for the long haul. There is no time limit in this matchup. Look at these devastating crossface shots by Malenko.
You know, I was just thinking, Todd, what kind of upset would it be if Puma could pull off a victory a second time against him?
That would be incredible and impressive. Textbook vertical suplex, follows up with the lateral press from Puma out the back door.
I mean, we've talked about before, there's certain guys in this sport that if you can beat them, it raises your status immediately. And I gotta say, Chad Malenko is one of those guys. If Puma can beat him again, the whole world is gonna know who Puma is.
Puma will solidify himself as a big-name player by doing just that, but right now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Malenko's got his game face on. Stiff clothesline there, takes Puma down. Here's the cover, 2, and a point's got to be made here. Scott Collyer repetitively here. Malenko going for the win. He wants this victory so desperately. He's not taking any chances. Going for the pinfall any chance he gets.
And Malenko's well schooled. He always hooks the leg. You'll never see Malenko not hook the leg. He's always going back to a body part. This guy knows his wrestling in and out. I like Chad Malenko.
Well, I cannot disagree with that. He's an incredible competitor. Look at the strength of the bridge.
Puma ain't quitting, though. I like Puma, too. You know that?
There's no quit in this kid. Yeah, both these competitors, even the match has been incredible. Now there you see the pain in the face of Malenko.
Well, Puma's obviously getting desperate. They've been keeping it to the mat. They've been keeping it scientific. And now he's going to the low blow. Beautiful leg drag.
The leg drag, the dragon screw leg whip takedown, and really wrenching on the leg. Variation of the spinning toe hold there, and he's got him wrapped up center of the ring.
That's revenge time for Puma. He's been getting stretched all match. Now he's doing a little stretching of his arm.
He's got him in an Indian deathlock. Again, Puma really well versed as well in the art of submission wrestling. You see the agony on the face. He's going to be hard pressed. Malenko is to get to the ropes right now. He's in the center ring trying to fight out. He does just that.
Yeah, when you're in the center of the ring, there's only one way to go out and get out. If you can't get yourself to the rope, you're going to have to punch and kick your way out.
Nice kick there by Malenko. Now, Scott, we saw the pain on the face of Malenko earlier. One of the advantages of these masked wrestlers is that it's hard to tell when you really have them in a compromising position. You know, Malenko's had various submission holds on Puma in this matchup, but you can't tell just how much pain Puma's in. But now Puma dishing out some pain of his own with these buzzsaw-like kicks.
Oh, beautiful power shot.
Here's the cover. That could be it. Malenko picks up the win, though. How close was that, Scott?
That was close. And to go back when you're talking about the mask, yeah, it's tough to tell what kind of pain your opponent's in, but when you're a veteran like Chad Malenko, he knows every move he does hurts.
And now it's Malenko with the leg lace takedown.
He knows Puma's hurting right now. He doesn't have to see his face.
Oh, look out here. He's looking for it. He's trying to hook him up in that Texas cloverleaf, made famous by his mentor.
Puma's fighting it, though.
Malenko.
Puma's fighting it.
Well,
I've seen guys fight that
Scott,
quicker than
or this
that.
thing's going to be over. He's got him hooked. Well, if he doesn't, this thing's going to be over. And he's trying desperately. He is... I can't believe he's even stayed in this thing this long, Scott.
If he doesn't get to the ropes, he's going to be leaving the ring on a stretcher, and that's for sure.
Malenko's got it wrenched in, and somehow Puma showing incredible fighting spirit, fittingly enough, and gets to the ropes. But how much is left in the tank of Puma at this point?
You know what, Todd? How many guys would you have seen just give up right now?
Well, there's no quitting this kid, as we said. Now springboards. I don't know how he had that left, but nobody home. And this could be the beginning of the end. Mahi scroll cradle by Malenko. Got him hooked. There's two. No, again, Puma kicks out. Where is he finding it from, Scott?
I don't know, like I said, how many wrestlers have we seen put away with the Texas Clover League? Puma is not going to go out like that. He got to the ropes. He's still in this match.
And how do these guys even have this much in after the incredible contest they had just last week? Just goes to show you the incredible athleticism. Flying crossbody off the top. Here's the cover. Incredible. Just an eyelash away from winning this thing. Almost had 2 consecutive victories over Malenko. Now looking for another roll-up. He's got him hooked. Again, Malenko finds a way to kick out. Incredible competition. This main event living up to the hype. Everything that we expected it to be. But the only thing we don't know at this point, Scott Corbett, who is going to win this incredible matchup.
Yes, Puma's impressing me.
Series of near falls, reverses it, and he gets him out of nowhere. Malenko avenges the loss. They're 1-1. I gotta think this thing is far from over.
Here's your winner. In 14 minutes and
Look at the
57
disappointment and
seconds.
frustration that's Puma.
Chad
He gave it everything he had. They're